Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Attack on Titan Season 3, Episode 19. So, last time we had a hell of an episode, but you know what I was thinking about? We had to make the choice between Erwin and uh, Armin. Yes, Armin Hammer. No, sorry. Uh, we had to make the choice between the two characters, and that was a very compelling episode. But it was something I really I didn't think and give enough credit to the fact that we beat the Beast Titan, the Colossal Titan, and the Armored Titan, like at heavy casualties. I will say it does suck that those two of them got away, but we did get the Colossal Titan, and it was something that was like I was so worried about the other things going on between everything with Irvin and Armin last episode that I didn't really think much of it. It's just such a crazy feat. Like, that's three Titans that got taken down by our people, and that's just impressive. They did a good job. Like I said, at the cost of heavy casualties, but anyway. Armin was the choice in the end, though, and he consumed Bertholt, so he should theoretically have the powers of the Colossal Titan, I imagine, unless, we're gonna learn now how those powers manifest and if they manifest in different ways, right? Like, will he have that exact same power? Like, it does, the way they spoke make it seem like it. But will he still have, he'll probably still have the aesthetic of Armin because the Titans kind of look like what you look like a little bit. Like, the Colossal Titan does look a little bit like Bertholt. So yeah, I'm really interested to see that. I was also thinking about how the enemies have into they know the Colossal Titan, right? So if there's weaknesses that we didn't know about, they will probably know about them since they owned that power before. They know it best. So we do have to be wary when we fight them because they'll know how it can be used and stuff. But Armin's also a smart kid. It's possible that with that power and with his brains, he might be able to use it way better than Bertholt, or maybe even if there's previous users of it and stuff. He might be able to use it in better ways because of his brains, and that might catch them by surprise. So I'm just really excited to see where we go from here. I mentioned it last episode too. I did accidentally see the episode title for this one called The Basement. Hell of a one to accidentally see the episode title for. So, if we get to see that, I'm hyped. So yeah, let's jump into this and find out. We're gonna start here, guys, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. All right. Rest in peace, Berthold. Oh my god, I want to see the basement so bad. And I just want to learn more. I just can't wait. It's actually crazy how people reference this show whenever I'm watching reactions more than any other show I've ever seen. It's actually crazy. It's kind of why I want to finish it, because I'm like, every time I see people be like, that's like Attack on Titan when, and I'm like, skip, nope, no. It's like insane. I've already been spoiled by one thing, but I don't think it's kind of a big thing, but I don't think it's like it doesn't reveal any story bits to me. So I'm waiting until we get to that moment to talk about having seen it, or not having seen it. But is this Dream? Wait, what? Oh. Oh, is it? Oh, it's Armin. Think? What is this? Huh. I don't know whose voice that was. That didn't sound like Armin's voice. Was it Bertolt? Okay, maybe. No. Does he know what's happened to him yet? He might not. Whoa. He doesn't remember that much? That's crazy. That sucks. That means he doesn't remember his heroic feat of sacrificing himself. I mean, it'll probably come back to him eventually, maybe. I hope. You're the Colossal Titan now, buddy. He's gonna have to learn how to control it like Aaron did, though, right? But he's told everything. Yeah, that's the awkward part. Yo. I was talking about how I'd be a bit unsettled. Interesting. I mean, they kind of did, but he still made the choice. There it goes. Okay. Oh, what a way to look at it. Yeah. Damn. Accept it. Yeah. I was gonna say, he's getting a little presumptuous. Mm-hmm. Mutineers. Yeah. Alright. Yes. Yes. Yep. No shit. Is it still here? I wonder how much the mom knew. Did she know anything, or did she just do as her husband said? One of my mustache hairs is like curled up, tickling my nose, and I can't get it to go away. I just need to go trim it after I'm done recording this. I'm frustrated, it's so annoying. Oh man, this is like everything we've worked towards since the start of the show, essentially. So it's like, what's after this, you know? I mean, obviously, it's gonna depend on what we find here. It's gonna be so weird to be back here. Like, it's been so long. You grew up here, but it's all destroyed now, overgrown quite a bit and stuff. Like, oh, wow. Yeah, that's cool. Reflection in the broken glass is interesting. Oh, Hana. Whoa, whoa, voice! Hana's. Rest in peace. His mom, I imagine. Hard to tell from the back. Oh, jeez. Just someone completely crushed by a rock with their loved ones right there. We have the equipment to dig it out if we needed to. They just have their ODM gear, looks like. I'm okay with us, like, taking our time through this, because it's just been such a long time coming, you know? Yeah. crazy how, like, untouched it is. Hmm. Perhaps when you realize the most important thing. Being, like, gentle with the stuff, too. Damn, okay. Oh, I want to know. It's here. It's not collapsed in. This is why you get in basements when, like, danger happens. Oh, yeah, flooding. That's actually a really good point. I didn't even think about that. The key doesn't work. What? I mean, come on, just break the door down, right? What's it? Yeah, like what? Is his dad gonna come and like get mad? Right? Like, we don't need a damn key. They started that light, right? His dad's just sitting there waiting for him. Hey. What is the key for then? Maybe it's something in here? There's gotta be more to it. Hide it in plain sight? Yeah. I wonder if it's gonna be as simple as something in this room, or if it's gonna be something... Oh. Gonna see something? Okay, that looks like it might be the key. Yep. Alright. So it is as simple as it's gonna be in this room. I wasn't sure if it was gonna be like, wherever his father came from, that's where the key is used, you know? Yeah, okay. No, wait, hold on. Yeah, false bottom. Yeah. Oh, shit. Ah. He really wanted to make sure he kept them safe. We don't have much time in the episode left. Come on, let's go. I want to sit down and read all of these books myself. Give them to me. Interesting. That's an old picture. Mm-hmm. Yeah, fair. Interesting. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but assuming in a book. And they don't know he's dead yet. What? What? Shit. No! I need to know! You can't just leave me on a picture on the first page of the book. You know, I will say it makes sense to get out of there before, like, the Titans come back with more or something. Okay. What? Does it say something on the back of it? Ah. They don't even know what photos are, do they? Damn. What? Oh my god, this outro coming in now. Damn it! There's tons of humans living fruitful lives. That's what it said. Oh my god, I want to watch the next episode so bad. So, I mean, one of my theories a long time ago when I first watched this show is like, what if they're like on an island and like Titans are only on this island, right? And like the rest of the world is fine. It doesn't have Titans, you know? Like, I don't know. What if. I don't know, that seems crazy though. I have no idea what's going on, guys. Uh. It's so crazy because it could literally be anything, right? It could be, like I said, it could be like the rest of the world is fine, you know? Now, it's not a picture of our time, right? It's definitely an older. Oh, we have after credits. Uh. What? That's the dad. So wait, they have walls. They need armbands? Whoa! They have airships. What the heck? Their buildings are a lot more buildingy too. Pretty sure that's Midoriya from My Hero and dub is Grisha's voice. Mm. What? Interesting. Ah, the truth. Okay. What is their truth? That is it, guys, for episode 19. Oh, man. What the heck? Oh. Because, like, the thing is, they have walls, but the walls that they just left, if those are the walls they're not supposed to leave, those aren't as big as our walls. They're guarded by a gate, right? Just a fence, you know? It's just a little chain link fence that doesn't hold out titans. So to me, he just said that he just ran off as a kid and he learned the truth of the world. I'm wondering if the truth of his world is different than the truth of our world. Is there something else that they need to be wary of that aren't titans? Do they not have titans where he is? I don't know. I'm fascinated. Man, holy shit, I want to know more so bad. What the fuck? Like, uh it's also interesting that his father, I don't know if it's going to come back, if it's going to mean anything, but he said, like, come back here when you realize the most important thing, you know? I wonder if that's going to be a thing that you're supposed to realize before you learn this truth, like, something that you need to understand and stuff like that, but yeah, so they come from a place that has a bit, like, a bit more technology, but still not, like, our modern. Like, there was a part of me that wondered if we were gonna when they talked about how like the drug that turns you into a titan was sealed in a bottle, and the only way to get it sealed in that bottle was with technology that they don't have within the walls of where our kids are from, you know. Um, so it's like that to me told me that there was somewhere else with higher level technology, and there was a part of me that imagined like what if you like walked in that basement and there was like a full blown like lab with like microscopes and like really fancy shit, like our level of science in that world, you know? But at least so far, it doesn't seem like that's the case. It seems like even where Grisha was from is still like olden times, like the way that pictures are taken. Granted, I have no idea how like our phones take pictures now. I don't know if it's the same similar way of like reflecting the light off the person or whatever. If that description could be used for like camera phones and everything. But clearly, like to me, that's one of those cameras that like it has like that. It's like a big box, you know, and you have like the thing that you hold up and like poof, smoke like comes out of it, and you know, and it gets a picture. I'm assuming that's what it's talking about, right? So anyway, man, I loved that little bit with Ervin when they started opening the book and everything, and it jumped to and we had the people talking back home and all that, and like Irvin was like, hey, if our books are supposed to be like true history books, why do they talk in absolutes, right? Like, why do they say there is absolutely no one left out there? Why don't they say it's believed to be? You know, it talks in absolute truths because that's what they want society to believe, you know? It's really interesting. And now, I mean, clearly we already had a good idea just because of Rhina and Berthold, the way they spoke made it seem like they were from somewhere else, you know? But I guess I'm really fascinated is now it does seem like the Beast Titan knew Grisha, and said, like, you were brainwashed by him too, as if he was brainwashed by him as well, which just makes me really wonder. Like, at first I was gonna be like, well, I wonder what if, like, the Beast Titan and, like, Rhina's, their whole faction, what if they are, like, oppressing these places, right? Like, what if they are trying to be like the rulers or something like that, and they are keeping our town, keeping Grisha's town, all of them in check, and this was Grisha's way of fighting back. But I don't know. I'm really curious to learn more because, like I said, it could literally be anything. Like it could be that the rest of the world is living fine and we're just on an island that happens to have titans. It could be that all these places, there's just a whole bunch of different places with walls and stuff. Like, are there titans in their walls? Granted, their walls, like I said, don't look as big unless those weren't the walls we saw. But the way he spoke of being like, we're not supposed to run outside the walls, and then ran outside those walls, unless that's just not the ones he's talking about, you know? But like I said, those just seem too small. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, that's what's crazy. The way they've built this story is because our whole perspective has been from, this relatively primitive civilization that's within these walls that doesn't have the ability to leave the walls because the Titans are too much of a threat. So we haven't been able to explore outside to really learn the world. And because of that, we as an audience don't know about that world either. And because of that, with this being an anime world, it's like it could be whatever. Like, for all we know, there could be mages and, and shit outside the walls just casting spells. Like, we have no idea. I don't know. Like, that would obviously that wouldn't really fit the themes of the show. That'd be kind of crazy. I mean, granted, we do have titans that are kind of like mages doing transformation magic or something like that. But anyway, regardless, you know what I mean, though. Like, really, it's just whatever the author wanted to come up with, he can, because we know so little that we can't say like, yeah, no, that doesn't make sense. It's like, uh, sense isn't even a factor here. But anyway, okay. We had the beginning bit with Armin being, waking up and being disoriented. He forgot everything from the time that the Colossal Titan transformed, which is crazy. Because a lot happened, and there was a lot he did good. He forgot his whole sacrifice and everything, so I do hope he gets those memories back, because I feel like that brave moment for him could be a catalyst to help him, like, grow as a person, too. And the fact that he forgot that kind of sucks. Although, on the flip side, I'm glad he doesn't have to remember being cooked alive by the heat from the Colossal Titan. I'm sure that was not fun, and I'm sure it must be nice to not have that, right? So, to not have that as a memory. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. I thought it was really interesting how they really focused on like the mutiny, because I mean, I guess they did, but it didn't go too far. They ended up stopping, It's not like they like straight up like fought to the death and that's why he's here. And it was really interesting that he took that long pause to be like, oh yeah, your friends mutinied to have you be the one picked. And then he paused for a while and he said, ultimately I made the choice though. And it's like, yeah, that's what happened. Like, I don't know why you like sat so long on that. It's almost like he didn't want to say it. Maybe it's partially him not wanting to admit that he chose Armin's life over Ervin's life, It could be something like that, but yeah. Man, all I want to do is watch the next episode, but I can't. I don't have the time tonight, so. But anyway, okay. So the key didn't fit in the door. That was interesting, but I like is just kick it down, Like, what? Why do we even have to worry about having the key at this point? But it was to get into the drawer. Who knows? I mean, you could have taken that desk apart anyway, too, and probably found that regardless. But yeah, so it was cool that it ended up being something inside the room. It makes sense that it would be hidden in such a way because, it was probably pretty clear to the MPs that cellar existed, so he had to try his best to make it look as normal as possible down there, just somewhere where he worked and all that. And then I like that he also had this way of like preserving the books so that way moisture and bugs and stuff didn't ruin them, because he didn't know how long it was going to take his son to get there, But what I just wonder, like with the tease from the Beast Titans saying that he like brainwashed people or whatever, like how whatever that means, you know, like I want to know is that the Beast Titans spouting nonsense, or should we be wary about these books? Like, should we take everything in these books with a grain of salt, or is the Beast Titan just trying to gaslight us? You know, I'm so curious. It's really cool them seeing a picture for the first time too. And I know I already kind of brought up the picture thing, but just the fact that they're like, "Is this a painting?" You know, like that's what their first thought went to, and then she's like, "No, it's too high, high quality." And I like that his dad had the foresight to write on the back of it and be like, "Hey, this is, yada yada yada, the way a picture works, a technology that allows us to capture the image of people, essentially, explain to them." And that alone should be one piece of proof that this is something that they don't have. So I'm just really curious, like, the king probably knew when he wiped everyone's memory that and like changed the history books and all that, knew that there were other civilizations out there, so why? Why did he do it? Did he just want absolute control over everyone in the walls? He didn't want people to be like, "Oh, I want to go find the other civilizations," you know? Like, I don't know. Or, I mean, there could be something very much worse out there. I don't know. Yeah. I just have to wait and see, guys. I just have to wait and watch more before I go too deep into these crazy rabbit holes that are all going to end up being wrong when this show flips me on my head and just, like, slaps me on the ass and says, "Nice try, buddy, you're wrong." So, anyways, that's going to be it for me, guys. If you can't tell, I want to watch more. But links in the description below. If you want to see more, you can get 2 episodes ahead of time on my Patreon, so you guys can see 20 and 21 on there right now if you're interested through the early access tier for $5. $10 if you want to get access to the Patreon show tier, which also gives you access to early access as well, so you get both things, but you also get access to the shows that aren't released yet on YouTube. So things like the rest of Free Run that isn't released yet, Solo Leveling Season 1 and 2, Dandadan Season 1 and 2. I'm starting with Storia, Sword and Shield. No, I'm sorry, Sword and Shield. Wistoria? I think it's Wistoria. Wand and Swords, I believe. Something like that. I'll get it right one of these days. I've only seen the first episode so far. Starting that on there. There's also The Expanse for live action shows. You can catch all that on my Patreon. Links in the description should be popping up on the screen. And I'll see you guys in my future reactions.